Hey guys, now you can follow me on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/UltraMaximusReviews. Cybertron Weekly is your central hub for everything Transformers.
Use a crappy Bayformer 2.0. Use a suck. Oh. That was harsh, but he does suck. Yes, sir. Transformers!
Hello YouTube, Ultra Maximus back with another toy review, and today we're taking a look at another Transformers figure, and it's from the upcoming Bumblebee film. It's Bumblebee. So this is the deluxe size Bumblebee. I found this at my local Walmart in the south side of Indianapolis. This guy retails for about $15, and I wanted to get this because, you know, it's a deluxe figure and I have a lot of those, and it seemed the most Transformer-ish of them to me. The articulation doesn't seem all that great, but it does look the best as far as sculpt goes of most of the figures that I saw there, so I wanted to pick it up. So let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. So here we have Bumblebee in the packaging, and he comes with this little engine block. We get the little electrical bits around the plastic. That looks kind of cool. So the play gimmick is this engine to make him do things. In the robot mode, it's got an energon igniter on there. There he is in his vehicle mode. We get some artwork of Bumblebee up there. Very yellow packaging because it's all about Bumblebee. Yeah, there he is. There's his engine block. There's the logo. It says Bumblebee. Bumblebee on the side, and then it's got the Autobot logo right there. Back of the package just shows you how to transform him, and it shows you how the play gimmick works. So yeah, here's a close-up. Here are the instructions on how to transform him, and there he is in robot and bug mode, and yeah, there's the play gimmick. So that's pretty much it for the packaging. Let's go ahead and get Bumblebee out of box and see what we think. So here we have Deluxe Class Bumblebee out of the packaging, and this figure is terrible. I am very disappointed in this figure. I thought Michael Bayformer figures were really bad. This one is worse. Articulation on this is hardly there at all, and he just has all this junk hanging off. I mean, he looks like a large Legends figure, really. It's not good. He does come with the little energon engine thingy where you press this down and it's supposed to roll the vehicle. I really want it to spark. Why didn't they make that spark? It's a good idea, it just doesn't execute very well. And I initially thought that it was the same exact motor piece as what came with the Nitro series Bumblebee, but they are different. This one is painted differently, and they have completely different sculpts about them. So yeah, they are different, but they do operate the same way. Alright, so let's get this little thing out the way here. And looking at articulation on this brick, there is no head articulation, which is really unfortunate. There is no waist articulation. His legs do not move up or down. They barely wiggle out. His arms have a ball joint at the upper piece here. They can do that. They can come out a little bit, but that's really more for transformation. There's nothing at the elbow and nothing at the wrists. This thing is just bad, and it's got all this kibble hanging off of the back. And I think you're supposed to put the doors in like this, but he's just a standing car on a pair of skis if you do that. So I kind of fold them out like that, so at least it has more of a robot look. I mean, this is just bad. So taking a closer look at the figure itself, yeah, this is just not a good figure. The best part about this figure is the chest. I like how the Volkswagen Beetle front end makes his chest. I think that looks good. The wheels, they don't have the silver paint that the Nitro series does. His, you know, the hood of the car just kind of hangs in a funny way on the back of the figure. There's no head articulation, which is really annoying. The arms, the upper arms, they have no articulation. They're just doors, and they hide the actual robot arms underneath pretty badly, like a Legends figure. And the head sculpt looks okay, but he's like a deer in headlights. And that Autobot logo on his shoulder just seems like an afterthought. So taking a look at the midsection of the figure, again, just poorly designed, I think. The waist is very boring. It's got the yellow. We don't even get silver paint apps for the engine components there. He's got his legs, the upper legs there. Just not really, really well done. He's got one regular hand, and his right hand has a gun hand, but you can't really tell because they're all part of the doors. And then they got the doors hanging on the back of the legs again, which, I don't know. I leave them open like this because I think it looks better than just folding them in. He just looks like an upright car if you've got them folded in. So at least he looks more robot-like. And finally, taking a look at the legs of the figure. Yeah, again, bad. He has these giant skis hanging off of the back to keep him upright. I thought they were part of the bumpers, and they're not. Just really, really bad. He's got these tiny little front feet right there. I do like the front leg panels. They could use some silver paint apps. And you've got the rocket boosters that I guess when they're folded out can make him look like he can fly a little bit with the legs. I don't know. It just... Ugh, this was just really, really badly put together. For comparison, so here we have a Nitro Series of Bumblebee with the Deluxe Bumblebee, and they're both really bad figures. They really are. But I think this one is a less bad figure. It at least has a little bit more articulation. It's got better paint apps on it. And I don't know, it looks better in general, I think. I've just been really disappointed with this line from the two figures I've gotten thus far. Now, of course, in this movie, Bumblebee transforms into a Volkswagen Beetle, or a lot of people call a Bug. There is a deluxe version of him that turns into the Camaro, so I'm presuming that by the end of the film, he's going to have that Camaro mode that we see in the first Transformers movie. But I prefer Bumblebee as the Beetle. So let's go ahead and transform Bumblebee and see what we think. So here we have Bumblebee in his Volkswagen Beetle mode, and for the most part, it's an okay looking Beetle mode. It kind of looks like the larger version a little bit, except I don't know, there's some issues I've got with it. I do like how the fact that it does go together, I will say that. This one does snap together much better than the Nitro series, but we get these weird little funny gaps up here at the top, and this massive gap with the bumper in the back, and that's because of the play gimmick. We do not get the painted wheels, which is unfortunate. We do not get the painted mirror. It is yellow, but we do have the single mirror, which is nice. I do like that. We have more of a kind of a charcoaly, silvery looking window, which I do like that. I think that looks really cool. It catches the light really well. We get painted headlights, which is nice. The painted grille or bumper up here looks good. It's just a gray plastic in the back that just doesn't look very good at all. It just looks really gappy, and it would have been nice if we had some tail lights, but yeah, it's better in the Volkswagen mode than it is in the robot mode. Now the play gimmick, and I just kind of noticed there's a nice peg hole there, and I'm betting this fits right here. Yeah, so you could put this giant motor right there if you wanted to, which is kind of interesting. But what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to open the back of the Volkswagen Beetle up. If I can get this to work here. Come on, buddy. Here we go. Like this. So he's got these little blue painted, I guess, stingers, which this really reminds me of Transformers Animated. Bumblebee had that in that series, which was very cool. And then we get our little square piece back here so that we can inject our motor in, and that fits in much better than the Nitro series one. So I do like that. And again, you can he kind of wants to go. If I Whoop, there he goes. Don't go nowhere, buddy. Yeah, so I think the play gimmick works a lot better. The motor just fits for some better reason in the Deluxe figure than it does in the Nitro figure. So at least the vehicle is a lot more playable and a lot more fun. So is the Deluxe class Bumblebee from the upcoming Bumblebee movie a figure you want in your Transformers collection? No, you don't. Even if you are a Bumblebee completist, this is a piece of crap. It's a large, Legends figure, and not a good Legends figure. There's no articulation in the arms, there's no articulation in the legs, there's no articulation in the head. He basically looks like a car that has stood upright with a pair of skis holding him up. This is not a good figure. The only good thing I can say about the figure is I like the way the chest looks. That's it. Yeah, there it is. Bumblebee from Bumblebee. Don't buy it.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share, like us on Facebook, and look for more videos in the future.